Hussein.
M. Hussein.
Yep. At yahoo.com.
Hussain.
Correct.
They'll be the last of them.
Recordings on as well from our side. All good. Let's go.
They have tried a few times, and we haven't had any blips in the pre ones. But there you go. The real one is. I'll hand over to Sanjeev. And Sanjeev, can you just make sure from the first thing you say is about the recording, please?
I will. Good morning, everybody. I think we're all in now.
Start anyway, Sanjeev.
Yeah.
People
Okay. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I'm just going to introduce the team today. So it's myself. I'm Sanjeev Kumar. My colleagues Shahiruddin and Sultan Khan. We're the community development team. We are recording today. So if you do not want to be on screen, you can switch your screen off. Also joining us today are members of the CLLD team. So Sam Shamsuz, Zaman, and Nicholas Bray worked very hard in the background. The LAG members, leader of the council, Councillor Simmons. Why are we here? We are here. We know that despite challenging times, you have remained committed to serving the community in a wide range of ways. Your proposed projects have all been vetted against the CLLD criteria, and those that are eligible are here to showcase your projects and your work further. All of your projects bring so much positivity to the town, and we are so pleased that you have joined us today to showcase your projects. There are 2 sessions today. Both sessions have an equal allocation of funding, so each project have a fair chance of funding today. As ever, CLLD has been a very popular grant program, so projects will be allocated in funding in this way. Those projects receiving the most votes will receive full funding. Those receiving in the middle band will receive 75%, and those in the lowest votes will receive 50%. We will try to fund as many projects as possible. Each of you have been allocated a score sheet, and you must score each project a 5, a 3, or a 1. 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. To score a 5, please consider if this project fully meets linkage with local priorities, building community development and widening involvement, and benefits and outcomes for people in the 11 CLLD wards. A 3 would be partially achieving this, and 1 would be an attempt. Each project will go in turn and present for 3 minutes, and today we have 14 projects presenting. There will be no questions after each project. At the end of this session, please email your completed voting papers, and after the event, the recording will be uploaded on LBC website, and other supporters will have an opportunity to vote. Voting ends on Sunday, the 13th of December at 11:59 p.m. We will announce the successful allocation of funding dependent on the final vote soon after. Those projects receiving the most votes, again, will receive full funding. Those in a middle band will receive 75%, and those in the lower tiers will receive 50%. Again, I can't stress that we will try to fund as much projects as possible. So the ground rules for today: please have the interests of the whole community at heart. Use the scoring guidelines to score each project to be fair to all groups. Please be unbiased in your scores. 1 person, 1 vote for each project. Be polite and respectful to everyone. Only the speaker must speak, all others on mute. Be honest, especially in your allocation of voting. Please be respectful to facilitators and speakers. Anyone who is repeatedly disruptive will be logged out of the Zoom meeting. If you're a resident, or you're one of the 2 residents nominated to be able to, 3 residents, should I say, nominated to be able to vote by each session community group, you are free to vote on all projects. Keep to the time and enjoy your day. I'm just going to hand over now to Councillor Simmons, leader of the council, to introduce and open this event. Councillor Simmons.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our online participatory budgeting event. As with all things online, there's often technical difficulties, and I'm glad we managed to get them sorted out quite quickly. It's fantastic to be able to hold this event, especially in these difficult times. So thanks to you all for logging in, and thanks to you all for replying for the funding. It's very important for life to go on as near to normal as possible, and that the money that is available to be spent for the community is out there working in the projects. So that the projects can actually happen, and I know how important it is to all of you voluntary organisations out there. This is the third year of the community-led local development, and up to now we have committed £2 million with about 5,000 people either participating in projects or benefiting from projects. There are 2 further years of CLLD left, and more opportunities for projects to be funded. Participatory budgeting is a way everyone can be involved, and I do hope that you enjoy the day's events, and best of luck to those that have applied. Now, normally at this time of the year, there are a lot of festival events of all sorts going on, and because of COVID, unfortunately, many of them have had to be cancelled for this year. However, there are still many events being done by local communities. And if you look on the council's website or on Facebook, you will be able to find the events and the various activities that are being done. Very innovative by our local communities, as always. And these include virtual tea parties and carol concerts. So please log on there and take part in those. So that's enough for me now. We now need to start the event, I think, because we're a little late. So I'll pass back to the host for today, and please enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Simmons. Sandra, you going to say something to you?
Yes, somebody is saying they're experiencing that they can't hear anything. Can everybody else hear? Is there anybody? Yeah. So the person in the waiting in the chat room who says they can't hear, you better check your computer sound, because everybody else can hear. Thank you.
Excellent. We've had a yes from some people in the chat as well. So I'm going to hand you over to my colleague Sultan Khan, who's going to start to introduce the groups one by one. So each group has 3 minutes to present. So I'll walk away now and Sultan will join you.
Morning, everybody. This is a time, exciting time we've all been looking forward to, where organizations are actually showcasing their presentations. So I will actually call our first organization called Edible Hightown, Friends of Hightown. Project is called Planting Seed.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes, certainly.
Thanks, Sultan. Yeah, hi, I'm Sam Willis, and I work as a Hightown community development worker. And this project is a partnership project between a few different groups. So St Matthew's Primary School, the Luton Woodcraft Folk, the Brownies, the Sopsey Brownies, Marjorie's Education, and also Edible Hightown. And the plan for this is really to build on some of the successes that Edible Hightown have had. So we work as a volunteer community group with local residents, turning sort of patches of land in the Hightown area into edible gardens. So we've taken over bits of raised beds and some sort of like fairly derelict land, and then sort of built some raised beds on it and put fruit trees in, fruit bushes and herbs and vegetables and things like that. So the plan is to sort of extend that a little bit, and we want to do a teach a man to fish sort of approach, really. So we're going to train 4 adults up and give them training in horticulture to RHS level 2. And then they're going to run sessions with young people basically out of St Matthew's Primary School with the different groups. So once a month, each group will get a chance to run a session with a different set of young people from the different groups. And throughout the year, we're going to have like celebratory events like at harvest time and planting seeds and things like that. And that's going to run for the course of the year, basically. And the reason we think this is important is because we think gardening feels almost unparalleled in some ways in terms of its ability to impact mental health, bring people together, be accessible, and also to have a positive impact on planet, and particularly around food as well. We're very aware that there's, particularly in Luton, an obesity issue around sort of young people, and so connecting children with the source of their food, with the soil, and with like ways of planting is about skilling the community basically, and being able to take those skills home. So of the budget that we've applied for, we're going to spend £3,000 of that on the training. So they're going to be doing RHS level 2. There's also going to be some sort of like more specific modules that we're looking to sort of use to train the people, to train the applicants, including like activity leading. So it will be giving some of them skills in being able to run sessions with young people and people generally, so they're able to take those skills on beyond the end of the project. £500 will be on materials, so that will be like tools and plants and things like that, compost. There'll be £1,200 for venue hire, and then £300 will be for publicity and volunteer expenses. So yeah, please lend us your vote today if you want to help skill up the community in growing food, and also supporting children in getting vital education in sort of where their food comes from, and connecting with practices that help support their health and also the health of the planet. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So everyone can actually cast their vote. We'll just reflect on it for a few seconds, and then I'll be calling the next project as well. There's no questions, as we explained before, on any presentations. And if you can score 5, if they've fully met the criteria, 3 for partial, and 1 for if they've just attempted to answer some of the questions. Thank you. We'll move to the second project, which is Walk to Freedom, the You Are Possible Young People. Walk to Freedom. I think they haven't registered themselves. They haven't been able to attend, so they were on the list really. So we thought we'd give them a benefit of that to attend. So we'll move to a third project then, really. Yeah, the second project hasn't turned up, which is Big Health and Fitness, COVID recovery.
Hi, Sultan. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Graham from Big Health and Fitness. We're looking to identify 24 people who have had coronavirus that may still be affecting their health. This will be one-to-one sessions over a 12-week period. We're seeking out the most vulnerable people in society. So we're talking about elderly, disabled, the list goes on and on. So we can adapt to their needs. So if we need to go to their home, then that's what we'll do. The objectives would be to give them the tools, skills, and education to be to be self-sufficient and carry on after the 12-week period. Within the 12 weeks, we'll do a few social events to help with loneliness, depression, and anxiety. Because we've been stuck indoors most of this year, there's a lot of mental health issues. So we felt that was really important. We're going to liaise with community physical mental health providers such as Total Wellbeing and Mujtaq Coils at the Bartram Group. They've sent us people in the past. And any other group who would like to work with us. We understand that most people can't afford one-to-one sessions. So as a business who serves the community, we aim to adapt to our service so that we can support those most in need and in the least disruptive way. Our staff are all qualified in injury rehabilitation and have worked with some of the most vulnerable people in our society for the past 7 years now. So we're, we're really appreciated by our peers, and we've been
Then we
awarded.
got 1 minute left to go.
No, that's fine. That's all I need. The money's got to be used to buy some equipment so that people can take it home, obviously cover costs, and that's it. I hope that that was all right.
Okay, thank you very much. If people can cast their vote, can I just reiterate to all the presenters as well, really, if they can actually just reflect on which CLLD wards their project are actually targeting, or which either more than one ward or Pacific ward itself, really, CLLD ward. Okay, I'll call the next project, which is Community Needs Digital Skills Project. Community Needs.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, certainly.
Hi, my name is Reena Chaudhry, and I'm here to representing Community Needs, which has been running since 2011. Our main aim is to support the BAME communities with accessing NHS online and use the track and trace to safeguard themselves, okay, and save lives and understand how to book the COVID test. We will also be supporting people with how to apply for universal credit because of the current situation, COVID-19. Most of the people, they lost their jobs, and they don't know how to fill the universal credit form. So we will be helping to do that. And as you may know, we have been delivering different projects for community needs, which are like summer projects, educations, health and well-being, and we also being delivering a coffee morning. In the coffee morning, what they do is they come into our center. We talk about different topics in every week, especially like, there's health and well-being, how to manage the finance and things like that. So all these people who comes to our service, everybody comes, they're like, most of them, they're like homemakers. They have no access to go out because of the COVID situations. And they all come like, stressed. And when they leave our center, they're all smiling. And this is something really important what we do. And the ICT, which is really important for people to get access to the computer so they can get their NHS online. And it's like, it's more convenient. Some people the health center, they're like quite far from their house, so they can do everything online. So we're mainly aiming to support those people, especially in BAME communities, to access those services. And we have been delivering different type of projects, as I mentioned. And in the last 4 months, we have helped 30 families in accessing computers, look for job online, and then improving their health. And we are hoping to do more. So I'm just hoping if everyone can vote for us and help us to help those people in need. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, Reema, who are you looking to?
Apologies, yeah. Thanks for the presentation. If you can cast your vote, please. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll actually call the next project, which is Cuba Trust. Their project is called Joining Hands for Community.
Thank you very much, Sultan. And as some of you may know, I'm associated with Cuba Trust, which is also an organization that runs a mosque, Al Hira Center on Beechwood Road. So today I'm here to present a project that we want to do, which is Joining Hands for Community Development. This project was initiated where we have many young people who are involved within our youth program, and especially, people come in, and we've been hearing many times that many people in our community have lost jobs in the community. So what we were looking to do is, with this amount of funding that we've applied for, is that we've got a few organizations on board where we've got an accountancy firm, we've got a training firm on board as well, where we are going to bring them on board and we are going to give skills to young people and people who are out of job. So we've got a company which provides digital marketing, website and other skills as well. We've got training organization that provides safeguarding training, health and safety training, and also they do free DBS as well. Also, we've got an organization that will help our people who join this project. There's going to be around 30 participants. It's going to help them with, for example, bookkeeping, finance, and different trainings around that as well. Now, all these trainings will lead up to helping them up with the CV. So young people will be given an opportunity to join these trainings. And once they join these trainings, it's a 9-week course where they will get skilled in different aspects of basic skills that, when you work for an organization, you should have. Once they've got these skills, then we will help them find a job. If we cannot find a job with them full time, we've got few organizations who will take them on board on a kickstart scheme where they will have the basic knowledge, and then they will go on the government kickstart scheme. And those who already have a degree or any other job before, or their CV is good, we will help find them jobs in the community. And the main aim is to give them leadership, give them confidence. And at this time when people have lost jobs, they're trying very hard to find jobs and some are struggling, is to develop our community and to make sure that we give back to our community. And our main responsibility is to use these funds to upskill and excel those participants that join this training session. So thank you very much. I hope I've done that in 3 minutes.
Yep, you still got time, but that's fine. Thank you. If you can kindly cast your vote as appropriate, please, before I call the next project. Okay, thank you. I'll call Mary Seacole Housing Association. Their project is called Upcycling.
Thank you very much. Are we able to share the screen?
Yep.
So we can put our PowerPoint on there. Yeah. Is that possible? Perfect. Thank you very much.
So hi guys, we're Mary Seacole Housing Association. We are a housing association for single homeless people aged 16 to 65. We've been established since 1986. We are Luton based and we do more than just provide accommodation. We provide various projects to help engage our clients to help them achieve their goals and aspirations. So our project is to engage our clientele who have not necessarily had the best experiences with training programs, and we want to work with them in a holistic manner to support them to and help them reach their true potential. We have delivered a number of successful projects in the past. Our second aim is to teach our clients employability skills, and we're going to do that via working directly with our clients and help them develop skills, soft skills such as time management, getting them into routine, teach them confidence, help them build self-esteem, and more hands-on skills needed to upcycle pieces of furniture as well. And our last aim is to teach clients on how to restore furniture and to show them a more sustainable way as well. So that brings me on to our objectives. And those are, we want to run a project that will provide those that are hard to reach a positive daytime activity whilst being able to utilize their creativity. We want to involve the community by donating pieces that we've created, and these pieces will have a certain story attached to them as well. And we want to get the community talking about upcycling and sustainability via our pieces. So we're going to put them in and around Luton, hopefully. And our project will help break down barriers to training and employment with our clients as well. We will create a gallery for the pieces that we upcycle and show everyone that, you know, items don't necessarily need to end up in waste and landfills. And given a little bit of care and attention, it can progress into something really good. So Matthew will talk to you about what the project actually is.
So just very quickly, what we're going to do is source one of our sites to be able to upcycle old furniture. The furniture will be donated through either the local authority when they do house clearances or members of the public. We'll upcycle those pieces of furniture and we'll either sell them or donate them to homeless individuals that move into their first accommodation. If you can, next slide, please. Upcycling is quite a popular thing at the moment. It's basically refurbishing old and loved items, giving them a new life of leaf. Next slide, please. You may have heard of Repair Shop on TV or Money for Nothing. Jay Blades, who's quite well-known celebrity, has agreed to endorse our project and help us with the launch and training of some of our young people. Next slide, please. I won't talk about specific priorities. I think it's already been covered by Maya. I think we'll just go on to the slide about budget. So just to give you an idea of how we're going to break down the budget, what we're asking for is 5,500. However, we are going to match fund that because the total cost of the project is about 8,980. And basically what it will do is help us to refurbish a room, an outside garage space that we own, into a workshop. It will help us to apply for a trained professional to support our residents to be able to learn the skills to upcycling, and then it will help us and the funding will help us to get things such as equipment, health and safety equipment, and traveling and collections.
I've got to stop you on that, please, because of course of time, we need to be consistent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
I just want to, if you can cast your votes as appropriate as well, please. Yeah, but I just want to reiterate, we have stipulated to all the key organizations that there would be no PowerPoint presentation for this event. Nevertheless, we've just taken one in, but I want to just apologize from all the other groups because some people did request it in the past, and we were very consistent because we just wanted to make sure that we are fair with every group really. But nevertheless.
That's unfortunate. We did ask and send this beforehand, but we take that on board. We never got that feedback.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we're making good progress anyway. We're on the 7th project. I'll call the next project, which is Grow Your Potential, Building Potential.
Hi there, my name is Basit Mahmood, and I'm here to bid for £5,000 on behalf of Grow Your Potential for our Building Potential project. And what we're offering is something quite unique. So what's happened is, in light of COVID, we've realised that young people in our community, they need to develop their social and economic capital. So what we're hoping is to combine the power of educational workshops with sport to transform the lives of young people in Luton. So for example, we already know that 4 in 10 children live in poverty. We've taken that on board, and we know from social mobility charities such as the Sutton Trust that the attainment gap between the most disadvantaged children and the most privileged children is going to increase. So what that means is the impact is going to be felt hardest by those who are living in poverty, living in disadvantaged communities. So what we're hoping to do is deliver workshops around Russell Group universities to improve their career choices, but also on mental health. And someone touched on mental health earlier on. And unfortunately, we've realized that in our community, especially for young people, there's a lot of stigma when it comes to mental health. So what we're hoping to do is use the power of sport to bring those young people in. So we're going to deliver kind of football workshops. So our project is a 2-hour project once a week. So the first week will be an educational workshop. The first hour will be an educational workshop, and the second hour will be a football kind of a football tournament for these young people. And we're hoping that they'll be able to come in, play football, and then for the second hour, we're going to deliver those educational workshops to transform their kind of lives. But we're also hoping to educate some referees. We're hopefully trying to bring in referees to these, to build up full referees, because we know there's not enough, referees from disadvantaged and ethnic minority backgrounds. So ours is kind of using sport and the power of education to transform the lives of young people. And we're hoping to deliver these projects in Lucy and Biscuit Ward. So at Chalk Hill Academy and Denby High School, that's where the football will take place. So the majority of our costs will go on funding courses, but also trying to, hiring these football pitches, hiring the equipment around it. I know there's limited funds, but we're hoping to kind of make an unlimited impact on the young people of Luton.
Thank you. If you can cast your votes again, please, I really appreciate that. As we said, we're making a really good progress. We've gone halfway. I'm gonna pass you back on to Sanjeev. Yep. Hello.
So the 8th project we've got today is Beyond the Ropes, Boxing Save.
Hi there, thank you very much, Sanjeev. My name is JP Smith and I run a brand new non-profit organisation in Luton called Boxing Saves Lives. It all started last year when I wrote about county lines activity happening within Luton and Bedfordshire and how I think the sport of boxing can help young people to keep them away from harm, to be a safe space for them within our local communities, no matter where you are in Luton. I think they can be a great safe space for boys and girls, and can build up young people and to give their self-worth, self-esteem, and self-respect. The project is in order to start bringing some courses into local colleges and to youth clubs in order to there's six-week projects of groups of people who can all work in together and to build each other up together. I've already begun this project in actual schools for people who are under 16. So apart from the last few weeks, it was supposed to be starting in Stockwood Academy and also towards Lee Manor and in Leland's high schools. But this project is going to be moving obviously to people who are 16 years plus. So I think a lot of the work will be around giving that little bit of an opportunity to young people to express themselves better. A lot of people who are really struggling at the moment, as has been mentioned many times, about mental health, and you'll get people physically in shape. I've been working over the summer with the Police and Crime Commissioner and also with the Violence Reduction Unit in Bedfordshire, and we're building towards making sure that we can make a great opportunity for young people to have somewhere else they need to be and out of harm's way, because there's a hell of a lot of exploitation going on within our town, and we need to be those people who can be there to help them. I'm currently, as I said, working in schools, but everything I do is going to be transferable for young people. It's not just going to be about young people punching boxing bags. It's going to be each week of a 6-week program will be a different theme. It'll be about healthy relationships, be about county lines, be about understanding how to protect yourself online. It's about building a bridge to a better life for our young people. And I really want to get started in that. The project will be, apart from the 6 weeks courses, which will have male and female coaches in our centres, it will also have one-to-one. Money will be used to one-to-one for young people who don't want to engage, to get them out of their shell if they're struggling at home, and to have them one-to-one with a boxing coach. And the rest of the money will be for what we call a boxing bursary, which I've created, so that no young person should be financially excluded from coming through the doors of a boxing gym. They should be able to, no matter what, have at least 10 lessons through this project, and so they can come and build their confidence and enjoy the benefits of boxing like anybody else has. But a lot of people are in poverty within Luton, as has been mentioned by Bassett earlier, and we need to recognise that and make sure that we're not stopping younger people having a better life within our time.
Thank you. Right on time.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. Do you want to cast your votes? And then we'll move on to the next project. Excellent. So the next project is Beach Hill Community Primary School. And the project is Developing Together.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Can everyone hear me? Great. Okay, so just to start this off, at Beach Hill, we've obviously had lots of ups and downs since the COVID's come in. And since March, we actually lost our Flying Starts Children's Centre. So the impact on the school has actually grown with regards to the demand of the support that we provide. Recognising this, we've actually been able to assess our entire school. So for our children, we've assessed every single child to get a baseline of their mental health and wellbeing. Using this new system, we've actually been able to target over 50 new children that currently need support around their mental health and wellbeing. Adding on to this, what we would like the funding to do when we're moving forward is actually to provide support for the families of these children, so that we're having a two-pronged approach. So not only are we supporting the children with their individual needs in the school, we're also wanting to support the families so that they can support their children as well. What we would be using the funding for is actually sending staff on trainer courses, so they can then come back to the school and not only support the children, but also then support the adults as well. We would have several different avenues for trying to support our parents in our community. That would start with coffee mornings for the parents on the whole. We'd be providing training for the whole school. So we'd be looking to give every single year group the opportunity to have their parents come into the school to get a good grasp of mental health and well-being, and also support strategies, not only for their children, but for themselves. Given the fact that we've been able to identify 50 new children who are struggling with their mental health.
In your last minute.
Thank you. What we have put in place is individualized strategies. So rather than just saying it's a one-size-fits-all policy, we've actually created a bespoke program for children who may be struggling with attachment, who may be struggling with anger, and we actually have one-to-one support in school for those children. This funding would also go towards out-of-hours support for our parents, so that if they can't come in during the day, we'll have out-of-hours service where they can come in out of school hours to get support and also training to better provide for their children. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please cast your votes and then we'll move to the next project. Okay, excellent. So the next project is the 10th project we've got today, is Organisation of Culture and Character, Mental Health and Wellbeing.
Hi guys, Faisal here from Organisation of Culture and Character. Today we're going to be speaking about applying for funding for a project that is really close to home for us and something that we've been trying to get funding for a long time. We're a community-based organisation who has been working in the Biscot area mainly and other areas of Luton with the youth. And we have built quite a big rapport in the community. I know a lot of people that are now seeking this mental health advice and help. So our project has two key elements. The first of which is providing training to individuals to help those that have mental health issues. And we're going to be working with a organisation called Untitled Wellbeing, who have a accredited mental health champion and accreditor that has over 20 years of experience. We're going to hopefully be bringing them in to train 15 people in mental health and wellbeing. 5 of those, which we will then choose to do advanced training courses in mental health. And the hope and the aim and objective of this is that they would then go out in the community and be able to volunteer and help those that have mental health issues. The second element of the project is that we will conduct 2 8-week courses across the Biscot area, and it will be for 17 to 25-year-olds, those that are seeking mental health help, or those that are finding it really, really hard to deal with the effects of COVID-19 especially. We have been working in the community for quite a while, and we have had so many referrals from organisations such as Stepping Stones, those that we work with, parents, the youth and kids that we work with, that have now seen a drastic kind of change, as you all know, in their mental health, especially after COVID.
Just coming to your last minute now.
Yeah, and it is that we really need this funding to be able to carry this project out. There's a lot of youth and there's a lot of people that really need our help, especially those that we work with. And we hope that you guys will kind of support us in doing that, to create these mental health champions, train people that will then go out in the community and conduct these 2 8-week courses to help people manage with anxiety and depression. And then hopefully after that, we will kind of carry on building it from there and be able to provide the support that these young people need. I hope you guys will vote for us and help us to kind of meet our aims and objectives. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, can you cast your votes now? And then we'll move on to the next project. Thank you. Next project we have today is a Safer Luton Partnership, Good Neighbours Festival Celebrations.
Okay, I saw project before that, so that's why I was a bit thrown then. Okay, so good morning everybody. I'm really excited about the project that I'm going to talk to you about today. So one of the things you'll know is that from COVID we've had lots and lots of challenges, We've had to deal with lots of different things. But out of that, we've also seen some really great positive things that have happened. And one of those is about neighbours looking out for each other and connecting with each other. We've actually seen the best in some of the people that have been involved in helping each other. So lots of you will be members of COVID-19, the Luton Action Group, and Scott and Fiona are doing some great work. But they've been doing some consultation. And one of those consultations said that people wanted to do more with their neighbours, but they also wanted to learn much more about them and about their culture, about their festivals. And we developed the cycle of events. And you heard Hazel talk earlier about virtual events. So we've had some virtual events with a small amount of funding that we've had already. And what's come out of that is that people have been really excited about that and they want more of those. So this funding is to develop a whole range of events to go over the next few months, to bring people together, to celebrate difference and diversity, and to understand more about their neighbours and their culture and their faith. So we also understand that, we can't fund that forever. So we have to build some sustainability in that. So what we're going to do is we're going to recruit a number of people from the community to be like community ambassadors. And what they will do is they will start working in their community to put together those kind of events and work with us so we can have some of those virtual celebrations and to actually find out more about their neighbours and about their neighbours' lives and about the things that, make them happy, and about breaking down some of those barriers. So we're really, really excited about that. And on the consultation that we've had so many thousands of people say that this would be a great idea. So we're looking to recruit volunteers with the funding that we're asking for, to publish some events online, to develop some resources, and to have a number of virtual events. So I hope you'll support the programme and you'll all get involved if we get the funds. And thank you very much for voting for us. Okay.
Thank you. Please cast your votes now. Thank you. So we'll just move on to the next project, which is the Luton and Dunstable Hospital Radio, Luton and Dunstable Hospital Radio Modernisation Project.
Hello, good morning. Can everybody hear me? Yep, fantastic. So hi, my name's Peter. I'm a volunteer and presenter here at L&D Radio. Just a quick overview of the station. L&D Radio provides continuous broadcast of radio 24 hours a day for the entertainment of patients, staff and visitors to the L&D hospital and indeed the surrounding areas. And it's with a group of dedicated volunteers that we're able to offer what we see as this vital support for people. Our radio station helps people feel part of the community, decrease the feeling of isolation and to contribute to the well-being and recovery of patients. The radio station itself is looking to modernise how we reach our patients and our listeners. Rather, a lot of our equipment is quite old, as far back as the 80s, and it has served us quite a good purpose so far. At the start of the year, at the start of this year, we had to leave the hospital-owned bungalow that we broadcast from, as the hospital needed their space back. We moved to our brand new home in Marsh Farm Futures in Luton. Most of the equipment needed replacing as part of that move after over 30 years of use. So our project now is to upgrade the equipment we use in order to continue our services well into the future. Our new digital approach to broadcasting will enable us to reach a wider audience through digital apps, smartphones, tablets and computers. We see the need to do this in order to future-proof the radio station and to continue our support to the local community, the hospital, the hospices and other patient treatment areas within Bedfordshire. The specific project for today is to fund the final piece of critical upgrade, which is the broadcast software and hardware. It's a system known as Myriad, and it's our playout system. This is effectively what needs updating, as that's what controls all of the music and everything you hear. This will ensure that the right things happen when the right buttons are pressed, and indeed the broadcast continues to be and sound professional. Our dedicated volunteers come from the local community themselves as well. We have everybody from Generation Z right through to baby boomers and beyond in our team. And some of our team also have disabilities themselves. And so volunteering at the station really helps.
During your last minute,
Radio, thank you. L&D Radio, it really does have a broad reach. We're so proud of what we do and how our services really engage with and help the community. We see our modernisation project as a huge step in securing the future of the station while maintaining and growing our commitment to the community and the hospital. So we look forward to receiving your support today and to have you tune in to some of our shows. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please cast your votes now and we'll move to the next project. Thank you. The next project, our 13th project today, is Creaky Bones Club Health and Wellness, and it's the Good Life project.
Yeah. Hi, Sanjeev. Yeah, good morning, everyone, and thanks for giving us a platform to actually put forward our proposal. So before I talk about the Good Life project, just wanted to go back and explain the rather weird title of Creaky Bones Club. So it's a group which formed in 2015 to basically fulfill a need in our community for health and wellness initiatives for people who we would say, were the most vulnerable subsection of our society. So this is specifically within the BAME community, and it's people who, statistically were more prone to illnesses such as diabetes, heart disease, asthma, and strokes. So the CBC initiative was basically to come up with a mechanism where people who wouldn't ordinarily attend a gym or couldn't attend a gym, whether it's financial or for work commitments, or some of these people didn't drive and what have you. It was basically almost tailoring health and wellness initiatives for them. And so the CBC started, like I said, in 2015. It was run by volunteers using pretty much whatever resources they could find, in partnership with existing community facilities. So, when you're not in a position to sort of pay market rates and what have you, you're not really in a position to dictate when and who and how you use certain things. So we were basically taking whatever we could get, and that's what we did to start these health, fitness and wellness initiatives. Uptake was significant, and more importantly, it's been consistent. We've got upwards of about 60 people on our register, and in any one, whether it's a fitness or health training session, there's at least 20 people in attendance. And most pleasingly, and perhaps this gives you the clue as to the title, Creaky Bones, the 50+ age bracket. Yeah, the 50+ age bracket is fairly well represented. What is the plan? The plan is for CBC to get some independence. We rely entirely on the goodwill of volunteers, and we'd like to upskill some of the both existing and new volunteers so that we can extend the reach of CBC. Why now particularly are we applying for the funding? I mean, every other group has mentioned the importance of COVID, and same for us. The BAME community has suffered significantly. We know the Public Health England reports. We know about what they've said about that. Luton, we know, has a population wellbeing strategy, and which dictates what certain priorities are. So what we need to do is effectively work towards expanding the scope of the Good Life project, getting more and more people involved, and just finish with one testimony.
Just going to have to stop you there because you're right over time.
That's fine. It was okay. That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Anyway.
Thank you. Do you want to cast your votes now? And then we'll move over to the final project today, which is the Luton Elite Badminton Club. And their project is Junior Club Coaching Sessions.
Hello there, everyone. Yeah, thank you very much for the platform. Luton Elite Badminton Club has been running since 2011. This is mainly for the Biscuit Ward. Many of you may already be familiar with Luton Elite Badminton Club. Badminton can be a very costly sport, which can discourage many people from playing. And LEBC was founded to make it accessible to everyone, providing a reduced cost by consolidating large groups and to take advantage of synergy benefits. Now, our main focus is to kind of expand our junior membership and junior uptake based on the feedback that we've had from parents, carers, as well as some of our other members. There's huge demand for it, and we just don't have the funding or the capacity to be able to accommodate. And our focus is to try and help provide professional coaching to these juniors to continue to enjoy their badminton, and they really do enjoy it. It provides a very healthy alternative to computer games and antisocial behavior, as well as the minefield that is social media. So we want to be able to upskill some of our members to become Badminton England accredited fully fledged coaches, to provide a more structured environment and a more educational way of learning badminton and partaking in this, as well as expanding it into our adult sessions as well. So the funding will go significantly towards that. It is not cheap to get this coaching done, and most of the funding that we have been getting from CLLD has been taken up by bringing in external coaches, which there's not that many in Luton, and the ones that we do get in are quite expensive. So our hope is to do that. Obviously, with your continued support, hopefully we can expand our membership and expand our accommodation of youngsters joining our sessions, as well as the adults, just a way to kind of de-stress from life, and just take up a healthy way through sports, and hopefully. Yeah, thank you. And hopefully, we might get some of our juniors playing in the Olympics, or even the All England Badminton Tournament in the future. So I hope you guys would vote in our favour. Thank you.
Thank you. Please cast your votes now. This concludes all the presentations today. But before we conclude the session, I think our strategic manager, Sandra Hayes, wants to have a few words. And so, Sandra, please.
Okay, thank you all very much for coming, and thanks to the team for organising this. The one thing, this is a first for us. We've not done this before, had online voting, and I'm really conscious that here this morning, some of you brought along supporters and stuff. So I want to take 2 minutes, and I know the team are going to start throwing stuff at me or cut me off because they don't, but I really feel I would love to see who is with you, and just for them to introduce their names and say who they are. But before they do that, to the Badminton Club, I really was impressed that the All England Badminton Championships, where you consider them better than the Olympics. Personally, having been to the Olympics, there's nothing like it. So I'd love to see somebody from Luton go to the Olympics. But what you're talking about is training these people so that they're going to be training others. So and that's what everybody here this morning is talking about, because that's what CLLD is about. It's not about equipment, it's about people, and that's the beauty of it. So I'm going on my screen that's here. So I'm going to start with you because you're first on my screen. Badminton, can you just, if you have supporters, can they just introduce themselves as well here today?
Okay, I'll go first. Then. So I'm Zakir Ahmed. I've been a part of badminton for many years now. I play at county level. I've been trained professionally as well, and I'm one of the main volunteers to run the youth sessions as well as the adult sessions as well in Dunstable.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else with you?
I think there are. Akbar Ali is here as well.
So even if you introduce yourself in the chat room, that's fine. It's just so we know. And the beauty for me about PB
I'm
is
here as well. Hi.
You're here as well. Good. Whoever you hear as well is the beauty about this is that we as a community, and you all spoke very eloquently. Community. Hello, how are you?
Oh, sorry.
No, that's great. That's
Hi,
exactly
I'm okay.
what I mean. The beauty of PB
we
is
love
that
playing badminton. Yeah, and we would love to have support. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm your opposition. I play table tennis. Okay, can I have L&D Radio? Do you have anybody with you?
Hi, yeah,
Thank
just
you.
me here today. So I'm representing the whole of the station.
And thank you very much for all you do, because it's wonderful. So many people have been. You made people's lives wonderful this year. Akbar Ali, you're the next on my screen.
Hello, hi. I'm with the LA Luton Illick Badminton Club. I'm one
You're
of the
another
members.
badminton. Great, thank you. JP Boxing Saves Lives.
Hi, Sandra. No, to be honest, I was unwell all week and I was coughing. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be here today, so I didn't get any supporters. But yeah, but thank you anyway.
No, it's okay.
I've enjoyed
I'm here
everything
to
I'm
support
seeing.
you.
Thank
You're Irish. I'll support anybody Irish.
Thank you.
We've had Esnar Zahid Chowdhury. Okay, he can't hear me, or I said his name wrong. There he is. Zahid, you're muted.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, one's Mahmoudul Haq. He's acknowledged via the messages, and we've got two others who video capacity. It would be great if they say hello. One is Ubaid and one is Nabil.
And which project are you? Oh, okay, you're more badminton. Okay, hey.
No.
They're creaky bones, but I support the creaky bones. I've got creaky bones.
To be perfectly honest, we're all creaky bones. And when I was looking at the applications, the names of them yesterday with the leader of the council, we both said we have to join that one. We need to be part of that. I'm not going to introduce you, Dawood, because you were there. If there's anybody with you, they can come in.
We have a Zoom session tomorrow. We're doing the exercise from home.
Okay, well, send us the details. You have our email, and some of us may join in. Is it Chris Golding?
Yes, it is.
And do you have anybody with you, Chris?
Yes, I have the deputy head of Beach Hill with me.
Hi.
And thank you both for coming. And as I said, this is about getting to know people. Graham, when I didn't recognize your name, but I remember the visit to your project, and it does such good work. And do you have anybody with you today?
Yeah, I'm Trish.
Okay, and you were the lady at the start who was trying to help get people in, so thank you for that. But,
You're welcome. No problem, Lovey.
I don't know the big gym. They were, I don't know if you're still running, but they were running before COVID over in near Asda there. And when you go in there, when you see people like me who may not be the fittest in the world on machines, you're embarrassed that you're not one of them there. So they're doing really good work. The next person I have on my screen is somebody who's called a Zoom user. I have no idea who you are. There you go. Hello, Zoom user. You're muted. You need to take.
Hello. Yes, right. I've taken it off. Hello. Hi. I'm Alex. I'm here to support Graham with the.
Oh, you're
gym.
another big Jim. Thank you.
Yes.
And Tricia, we've done. Tabita, we've done. Chris, we've done. Zahid, JP. Is there anybody that hasn't? Joan, you have people with you as well, don't you?
I've got Scott. Scott's with me.
There, Scott. Scott, you want to introduce
Scott's
yourself
there.
and say what you've been doing for COVID?
Scott, I co-run with Fiona Martin from Luton Irish Forum, Luton Community Action Group. What is a group sort of supports around 8,000 residents in Luton around COVID safety.
And again, thank you for all you do. And, because everybody on this, most of them are doing it voluntary. Is there anybody I haven't introduced or I haven't let introduce themselves?
Greg.
Greg, go for it, whoever. I can't see you, but go for it because I can't. People have their
No,
screens.
Sandra, it's me, Kim.
Kim, where are you, Kim? I can't see you.
I'm somewhere on your screen, I should think. I am here to support Edible Hightown from the Hightown area. I'm part of Edible Hightown, and I do gardening with Sam, and I thoroughly support it.
But Kim, could you say what you also support in your other life? Because I think it's really important for the people on this call, because they need to get to know people.
Did you hear what I said? I froze my end.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go again. Yeah, we heard you.
Oh, you did. That's fine then. That's fine.
Well, we heard about Sam and Hightown, but I'm saying, could you say about good neighbours or near neighbours for just 1 minute if you want?
Oh, thanks, Sandra. I run the Near Neighbours programme, which is a funding grant programme for small projects across Luton. We've got lots of people here on the screen that we've supported and we're still supporting, and we're still open till next Friday, the 11th. But people need to get hold of me by Monday if they are interested in doing one still. But and that's it. And then I might have some good news in the next few weeks about different types of funding from Near Neighbours. But that's
Brilliant.
all in the pipeline. Thanks, Sandra.
Sandra, I'm just conscious of time.
Yeah, no, I think we've done the majority. But why I wanted that was because for me, everybody who can hear me or see me, the beauty of PB is that not about getting the money. It's about seeing and meeting people across the sector, so that if you're looking for something or that you'll know who to go to. We'll help connect you. That's what our job is, and that's what our belief is as well. And that's why I ask. And I'm really glad Kim was at the end, because that ended it up nicely for me. So as I'm about to get slaughtered by the rest of my team, I will hand back to Sanjeev.
Thank you, Sandra. I'm just going to hand everyone over to Shahir just for the to close this program and just to explain the next steps forward. So thank you to everybody, and good luck to you and your projects.
Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, this concludes the presentation. We've heard from so many worthy projects today, and I hope, as I did, you also enjoyed the session. The recording will be uploaded in the council's website, and you'll be able to view it until 13th December. Please encourage all your supporters and friends and family to vote, and they have to be from the CLLD wards, bear that in mind. And encourage many people as you can, please. And thank you to our community development team, Sanjeev, Sultan for the presentation, Sandra for taking time out from her weekend, and especially caring for the community and doing the extra session of introductions. I hope you all enjoyed that one. And Marek's going to join us later on as well. And CLLD team, Shamsuz is sitting there silently. He's the manager of CLLD program himself. And Nicholas Bray, working from home. Again, I was so thankful to Nicholas for supporting us quietly. Thank you. And LAG members, councillors, and leader of the council, Hazel Simon, MBE. And most of all, thank you all for participating and taking time out. And apologies for a little bit of technical hiccups. As you can see, some of the stuff is out of our hand. We do try our best, and we did sort it out at the end. So yeah, look out for the upload of this video. As you know, this meeting has been recorded and it will be uploaded on the website. So look out for it.
Shahir,
learn from it as well.
Shahir, quick question just to make sure, because I'm not sure. So everybody here, their projects, they can also vote for afternoon projects if they log in on the web, if they log into the council website. It isn't just for the projects this morning, yeah?
That's right. Yes. I mean, bear in mind that this is split in two sessions because you know, we're doing it on Zoom. We didn't want to overload people with too much commitment, so we split it into two sessions. As you can see, it's quite stressful sitting down for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. So we've got 14 projects in this one. We initially had more projects, but as you know, some people are ill, so they basically send last minute apologies. But the second session is in the afternoon, but it is from the all CLLD wards, so it's it's eligible for everyone to vote from CLLD wards, all 11 wards. You got the list of those names in there. The afternoon program, the second session that is exactly same CLLD wards projects. Some of them might be even from the same wards, so everyone's eligible to vote in that one. So please look out for it as well, and you will be loaded after today's meeting. Thank you very much, and really appreciate your time and effort. All the best and good luck with your projects. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care all. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I had a quick question.
Yeah, hold on.
The voting sheet, do we just email it back to Sanjeev?
Yes, please. Yes, okay. That's the most important thing. As it states in your email, and as we explained to you previously, the voting sheet that you got, as the voting criteria has been explained, 531. Please use your credentials from that and be friendly, community friendly, and vote fairly, and then send it to us. Don't send it without the postcode. It's absolutely essential because the eligibility is CLLD wards postcodes. So it has to be the CLLD wards postcode included when you send it to us.
Okay, thank you.
Bear in mind, yes, 13th of December is the closing date for everything. Okay, take care. Good afternoon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bye bye.
Good afternoon. Bye bye.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much.